All right, let's jump right in. We're talking about the year 2026, and something massive is happening in the world of medicine. This isn't just hype anymore. We're way past the experimentation phase with AI. What we're seeing is a deep structural shift. This is really the beginning of a whole new era, the era of the augmented practitioner.
And this quote, it just nails it. AI in a doctor's office is no longer some sci-fi far-off idea. For doctors today, getting a handle on these tools is becoming just as critical as learning how to use a stethoscope. It's like a new kind of, well, a brain extender that's getting woven right into the fabric of patient care. So what's actually making all this possible? Well, the first huge piece of the puzzle is a totally new kind of AI, one that can literally explain its own thinking process. And that, right there, is an absolute game changer for building trust with doctors, because they need to know why the AI is suggesting what it's suggesting.
And this gets us to a really cool concept called chain of thought reasoning. Honestly, the easiest way to get it is to think back to math class, when your teacher would say, "Show your work." The AI doesn't just give you the answer. Nope, it lays out every single logical step it took to get there, which, it turns out, is a lot like how a real doctor thinks through a complicated diagnosis.
So let's walk through how this actually plays out. First, the AI takes in all the patient data and symptoms. Then, it starts building its case internally and spits out what they call a thinking trace. But here's the most important part, step 4, the physician audit. A real human doctor goes through that entire line of reasoning to check it for accuracy. And only then is a final assessment delivered. The human is always, always in the loop. And why is this so critical? Well, because it finally cracks open that black box problem we've always had with AI. Doctors can actually see the logic, which just massively cuts down the risk of AI mistakes or those weird hallucinations. This is especially huge for diagnosing rare diseases. And get this, with models like DeepSeek R1, it means all this powerful tech can run securely right there on a hospital's own computers. Okay, so this isn't just some abstract idea floating around in a lab. Let's look at how this technology is actually changing things for patients at the bedside, like right now. Just look at this number for a second. A recent study found that an AI-powered stethoscope hit a 92.3% sensitivity rate for detecting serious heart disease in a primary care office. We're not talking about a small incremental improvement here. This is a quantum leap. And this chart really puts it into perspective. The AI tool more than doubles the detection rate for serious heart conditions compared to the old-school way. Just think about what that means. We're catching life-threatening problems that could have easily been missed. It's basically a clinical safety net. And the impact goes way beyond the exam room. The whole foundation of medical research is being transformed. You've got platforms now like the Phase V AI Enrollment Lab that can actually model whether a clinical trial is likely to succeed before they even enroll a single patient. That saves an unbelievable amount of time and money. So, what's the engine under the hood for all of this? Let's dig into the new AI models and the hardware that's making these incredible tools not just possible, but actually practical and accessible. A huge part of the story is the move from general AI to these super specialized medical foundation models. Just look at the memory row there. Old models were stateless. You'd ask a question, get an answer, and it would forget everything. These new models, they're stateful. That means they can hold a patient's entire medical history in their memory for one session. The AI has the full picture all the time. It's incredible. But you might be wondering, how on earth can a regular hospital run a model with over 70 billion parameters? Well, the answer is this amazing breakthrough called 4-bit quantization. It basically shrinks the AI model down so it can run on local servers. And here's the really crucial part. This means that sensitive patient data never ever has to leave the hospital's secure network. And if you ever want to see where the future is really heading, just follow the money. Right now, a full 75% of venture capital in this space is pouring directly into this AI-native infrastructure, the real, integrated tools doctors can use day to day. So yeah, this isn't just a trend, it's a confirmed, massive shift in investment. Okay, so with all this incredible new power, you know what comes next, right? A whole new set of responsibilities. This revolution isn't just about technology. It's forcing us to rewrite the rules for doctors, for lawyers, and for ethicists. And this slide really draws the new ethical line in the sand. The rule is, you have to treat AI as a highly sophisticated consultant. It's a tool that advises you. The huge danger is letting it become a supervisor. You can never, ever hand over final decision-making authority to an algorithm. So what this really means is the doctor's job is more important than ever. They have to maintain what's being called meaningful human control, personally reviewing and signing off on every single AI suggestion. They also have to be on guard against something called automation bias, that very human habit of just trusting the computer a little too much. In fact, states like California and Texas are already passing laws that require doctors to tell patients when AI is part of their care.
So let's just tie this all together. 2026 is that tipping point. We have officially left the experimental stage behind. The era of the truly augmented practitioner, a doctor who is empowered by tools that amplify their own expertise and protect their patients, is officially here.
And that really leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. As these incredibly powerful AI co-pilots become a standard tool in every single clinic and operating room, what does medical expertise even mean anymore? It's a question we're all going to be watching the answer to unfold.